Previously on Reality Dog Training. Okay, yeah, lunges at ducks sometimes. Noted. George is, oh, jeez. Okay, so he definitely needs some help with his impulse control, to say the least. Wildlife seems to be very tempting for him so far. Look at that, complete focus on the ball. No, leave it. I'm Zach George, and this is George. No relation. George has spent the last 4 months living in an animal shelter with minimal contact with other dogs or people. And it's my job to transform him from a wild and crazy dog to an incredible pet. Seems straightforward, right? Holy cow! Not getting that ball. George is a dog like I've never known before. I don't know if I can let this dog go. Let go! Yes! We did it! This might be the single greatest transformation I have ever seen in a dog that I've worked with. The hardest thing about fostering a dog, you fall in love with them. This is Reality Dog Training. Subscribe and click the bell so you never miss an episode. Throughout this episode, you're going to see George obsess over his absolute favorite thing, his Super Chewer ball. Super Chewer Box and BarkBox are some of my favorite sources for incredible dog toys and high quality treats. Super Chewer is made just for dogs like George, who are really tough on their toys. Space Jam, LeBron James, baby. Dude, this is authentic, that's Bugs Bunny. Oh, it's a basketball hoop. It looks like you put treats in it. Nothing but nets. See, I know basketball. I'm gonna have to teach you how to dribble. Okay, okay, good. You're more defense, I see. This is a real hard toy here. Some dogs really like to gnaw on these extra chews too. And BarkBox is for dogs that are a little bit less rough, or any dog who can't get enough super awesome feature-packed plush toys. It's LeBron James. I know, good taste. There is an art to making awesome dog plush toys, and BarkBox blows it out of the water every time. And top quality treats in a chew every single month. You can get a free BarkBox, Super Chewer Box, or both when you sign up for a multi-month plan at barkbox.com/dogtraining and superchewer.com/dogtraining. I'll have the links below.
A lot of you guys, I know, live in hot places like we do. And sometimes you ask, what am I supposed to do when it's 80 or 90 degrees outside and I have a high energy dog? And if you want to know what we do, it's get up super early like we did today and go try to train our dog. Although honestly, we're already a little late, so I think it's going to be hot regardless, but you got to do what you got to do, right? So
yeah, but early in the day, that's the thing.
Yeah.
You got to work around the schedule, keep your eye on the weather, make it part of your lifestyle. But you can work with different climates.
Yeah, or when it's really cold, we wait till the middle of the day.
When the weather's perfect, we work at pretty much any time of day.
George is way back there, and we are headed to find some birds and dogs. We'll see how he does.
There's no doubt that George has been excelling at so many aspects of his training. Impulse control has been one of the challenging things, and leash pulling has been intermittently horrible and sometimes good, so that's kind of what we're battling with now. We've been laying a lot of groundwork with him because even on day one, he would get very excited by bird life. So we've come here to a bird sanctuary to do some training in our area. Also, I'm hoping to encounter additional distractions like other dogs as well. I've noticed he's started getting a little bit more alert now that he's getting settled in with us when he sees dogs. Right now, I kind of feel like we're going through the one step back phase, and I'm curious to see how that goes, how long that lasts. This is a completely normal part of training. Remember, our progress isn't linear. And since we've literally just walked out of the car, I want to give him a second. I don't want to overwhelm him. It amazes me at this park how many exotic birds there are. You can hear them. It sounds like we're in Jurassic Park or something. At this distance, he's actually doing quite well. Here. George, look at me. Yes, good job. That's our first look at me of the day. Look at me. Little tougher to get his attention today. Yes, there we go. Waiting for the automatic look at me. I mean, you'll remember recently when we were training with the ball, he has a strong will. I can see why some people stereotype pit bull type dogs as being stubborn, but honestly, he's just really intelligent and focused. George, come. No. Okay, he's very in and out right now, not very focused at all. And the major variable we've changed is taking him to a new place with wildlife all around him. So let me see if we can I need to get some, yes, basic behavior out of him here. Yes. You pick up, George, sit. Look at me, stay. Yes. Right now, George is working for his breakfast, and I'm throwing in some BarkBox treats here and there, but I want to be able to reward him a lot out here. Yes, good. Okay, and now I'm gonna give him a little bit of a break to evaluate. I just wanted to make sure I could get his attention. It's not reasonable to insist that he just constantly pay attention out here. Did you hear them? I think we've come to the right place. Let's go check out those geese and be good. Do not lunge at the geese, please. I don't want to just surprise them, so I'm gonna try and ease up to them and verify that I have his attention. Maybe we can practice our heel while approaching the geese. That might be a bit much, but it might not be. Good boy, yes. Yes. Good. All right, I'll tell you what. Let's walk backwards. Yes. Nope. Okay, yeah, see, he's very interested. I can't really get his focus. He's just too focused on these geese right now. Here, yes. Good. I'm getting very intermittent attention out of him, so I have to really kind of keep my expectations realistic for this training session. Geese are not stupid, they're cleared out. All right. Whoa, look at those flappy wings. And you see how he gets alert. I mean, you can understand how that's like amazing to a dog like him. You do not want to mess with geese, sir. They are bad. Look, oh yeah, check out his piloerection right now. Do you see that? Do you see his little mohawk up here? That's a dog that's a little unsure, a little thrown off by it. He is below threshold, so I think the healthiest thing to do here is just let him check it out. Can't expect him to just tune out something wild and new like that. And so really here what I'm battling with is like, how much training do I do within the first several minutes of arriving? How much time do I let him adjust and devote to desensitizing him around this new variable? His focus is so impressive when he's on, but right now, it's so tempting to try and power through and get him to focus on me. But I think I really want to be fair to him and just let him check this out for a minute. And then I'm going to switch up my currency. I suspect that if I used a toy, I might have his attention a little more reliably. It's really important to walk that fine line sometimes between letting your dog observe things and requiring them to listen to you. Check this out. Let me look at the immediate focus for his ball. Here. This way. Good boy. Sit. Stay. Yes. Okay. Good boy. Powerful currency here. Good boy. Look at the attention. Yes. I'm gonna periodically give him a toss of the ball like that. That's as good as a treat to a dog like George. Nice job, George. Good boy. I'm gonna put the ball out of sight here a little bit and see if I still get his focus. Yes. Good boy. All right, let go. Good boy. Ah, the key moment. Look at that. Looking at the ducks. George, yes. There we go. He's like, I'll take that ball instead. Love it. Let's keep moving. Good boy. So we're doing a number of things here. We're desensitizing him by giving him exposure. We're counter conditioning him by saying, hey, when birds are around, something a lot more enjoyable happens, at least some of the time, in this case, a ball, and we're generally improving his overall focus. Good boy. I'm just gonna walk back and forth here. Nice loose leash. Yes. Hard not to reward that. Good boy. All right, let go, please. Thank you. This is the value of knowing your dog's currency. Sometimes we're really tempted or we're really set on using a particular currency with our dogs. The main thing is you want something that your dog is really interested in, like a ball in his case. Trying to keep that ball out of sight because I do want the eyes on me, not on the ball. Yes. Even a dog barking in the background. He's doing well. We'll have to see how he does with dogs later, but birds are what I wanted to check first while we're out here. Then maybe we'll check out some dogs in a little bit. Look at this. What a man. What happens if we mix the currencies up here? Let's see. Yes. Good. Yeah, he's still into both of them. Pretty good. More of the ball, probably. Good job, sir. Hey, George. What's up, buddy? Yeah, I love that. Don't look at me. Look at that focus. Stopping. You're doing great. Again. Gonna go slow. I'm varying my speed here. Very good. Keep moving. You see how the ball is out of sight here. It's important. You're doing great. Oh, I'm loving this. And when he is looking at me with those gorgeous brown eyes, I'm really trying to let him know in a genuine way how much I appreciate his compliance. Easy. Yes. Teaching him the word easy in context, I usually mean easy to slow down or, hey, check in. And so right there, it seemed like the light bulb kind of went off in his eyes where he's like, huh, easy? Does that mean something? And of course I stopped when I said it so he understands the context of easy. This is how our dogs learn language, when we teach them language contextually. Hey, George, let go. No. Can I have the ball? Gotta let go now. No. And you gotta have patience to work with your dog through this. Let go. No. He's in a playful mood. He's just enjoying chomping on that ball. Nope. No. All right. Hey, I'm gonna try something a little bit different here. I'm gonna offer him a treat. You can't do both at the same time. I don't typically use a treat to get a dog to let go of a ball because with many dogs, it really quells their play drive. In George's case, it does not. You see how promptly he bites into that. These turns are looking great. Let me see if I can do a left turn. Left turns are particularly challenging, and I haven't spent a ton of time on this, but look how he stops. Just want to see if he kind of figures it out here. I'll take that. Yeah, good boy. Here. I'm gonna speed it up. I'm gonna turn around. This way, come here. Good. Okay, yeah. He's trying. Look at that. Look at that eye contact. Yes. And when he looks at me with those eyes, it's as if he's saying, hey, did I earn a toss of the ball? And sometimes he does, and sometimes I'm gonna say, you gotta do a little better than that. I do wanna do a quick test. I mean, yesterday, we really worked on staying in the presence of the ball. Stay. Wanna make sure he's retained some of that. Look at me. Yes. Here. Stay. And I know people will watch this, especially if they haven't seen it from the beginning, and they're gonna be like, Zach, you're working with a trained dog. And I guess at this point, I almost agree with you because he has learned so quickly since we started working with him, but he wasn't doing any of this from day one. He picks up so fast. Look at this stay. He's still staying, by the way. I haven't released him. Okay, come. Yes, good boy. Well done. With this being such a high value currency to him, at least during this training session, sit. It's very important he knows not to go for it unless I give him permission. So even bouncing it right in front of him. Okay. You can see instantly on okay, he goes after it. What incredible discipline he is showing. Let's continue our walk around the park and see what we encounter, but so far, so good. If you're wondering, I'm using a 10-foot lead today. I like coming out here even without dogs just to check out all the bird life. It really is incredible. So now I want to go into a less formal way of training right now. Just leave it alone. No, leave it. Real goose poop. Good job. You did leave it alone. My goal right now in the interim is to just let him explore, and then we'll tackle some more training in a minute. Although, why is it right when I say that he starts becoming unruly? George! Nice work, buddy. There, leave it. During these more casual moments, the leash pulling becomes a little bit more noticeable, but within tolerance, I'd say. Him being as strong as he is, he's not pulling me over. Check, oh, look at that fun bird. What is that? Look at these cool birds. This is one of the great things about living in Louisiana, especially southern Louisiana. You get so many different types of bird species. Look at that. Stay. Yes. Fine. Good boy. Stay. Yes. I put the toy behind my back there. Whoa! I put the toy behind my back because I didn't want him looking at the toy. I wanted him looking at my eyes. Since we have a dog coming up, I'm going to create some distance and we'll see if I can maintain his attention. Here you go. Sit. Good boy. We'll go like this. Sit. Yeah. Stay. You're doing a great job. Good boy. Yes. Good work. Like the focus on me or the toy or whatever. I'm just glad he's not focusing on the dog right now. Stay. George. Sit. You can see there, now he's a little distracted. I'm giving him a chance though. I'm trying to be, sit, very tolerant of the fact that it's tough to focus out here, especially when he's performing as well as he's performing right now. Here. Look at me. Yes. See, he was anticipating the ball. I'm gonna go ahead and give him a treat though, just to keep my currencies random and mixed up. He hasn't broken his stay yet, you see that? He thought about it. Good man. Yes. You're doing great, George. I'm very proud of you. Okay. Yes. As he stops and looks back at me like that, I do want to periodically acknowledge that. I don't want to take it for granted. Yes. Here. Buddy. And I don't want to make it look like he's behaving perfect out here. I mean, he definitely will get hung up on the ground sense. He'll definitely start pulling. But I don't want my training session to be about, no, quit this, stop that. So I'm really resisting the urge of putting a wet blanket on the training experience for him by really choosing my battles. Sit. Stay. And I'm just periodically testing other things that we've worked on a little randomly to see if he's generalized them. That's amazing. The fact that he just learned how to stay for that ball less than 24 hours ago, and I was able to completely surprise him. I didn't warm him up for that particular exercise. He did great. I mean, you saw what a struggle it was yesterday. No. George, come. Stay. He's trying to anticipate here, but he's really reaching deep. This is a smart man. Do you see how I'm not having to physically correct him when he breaks? That's because I've really prioritized building inside-out communication with him so that he can really start to generalize and understand these concepts and think through them. That's why we do this. That's why we refrain from looking for the quick fix solutions with harsh training collars like choke prong and electric collars. Come. No. Yes. And I just use no as a game of hot or cold there, you know? It's like, cold, that's not exactly right. I'm not saying no, bad dog, and punishing him. You see what I mean? That's the ideal way to use no, at least I think so. Stay. Okay. Good boy. Since that was a tad bit bumpy, I would like to try and polish that up a little bit, but I don't think it'll take much with him. Stay. The goal is to call him over here and resist the urge to go after the ball. Come. Nope. Okay, that didn't work so well. So, I mean, we're still not there 100%. You don't want to get too confident too early. Training dogs takes tons of repetition. George, come. Good. Sit. Yes. Good. Stay. Come. Yes. Can you read him like a book? I mean, he's like, I really want to go after that ball and not listen to you, but listening to you seems to work. But now I really want to give him a good reward when he has another success, which I think I'm about to get. Stay. George, look at me. Come. Here. Stay. Nope. Sit, stay, good boy. Yes. Okay, good. Yes lets him know he's gonna get it. Okay lets him know that his stay is over. So try to be spontaneous when you're doing a training session like this. Look for little things to test as your dog is demonstrating compliance. Good word. And you have to admit, his leash walking is starting to look pretty impressive at times. You're doing great. You know that? You should be very proud of yourself. Training was going so well, and then out of nowhere, a squirrel caught George's attention, and I almost completely lost control of him. That snapped me right back into reality and reminded me how much work we really still have to do with George on his impulse control. All right, squirrels are something we need to work on. That's exactly why you cannot be overconfident with your training when you're a week into training a dog like George. Is he smart? Yes. Does he learn quickly? Yes. Is he completely reliable no matter what happens around him? Absolutely not. This is why it's important to get out and train often for 1 to 2 years when you have a new dog so that they can gain that life experience. The next time I have an opportunity to train around a squirrel running across his path, I really want to try to get a success. Honestly, with a dog like George, with his background, being a stray pit bull picked up off the streets, we have to hold him to a different standard, a higher standard, because if for some reason he were to chase down a squirrel and potentially injure or kill a squirrel, sometimes that's all it takes for these dogs to be labeled vicious and unadoptable, when those of us who work with dogs know that virtually every breed of dog on earth will do exactly that behavior. And I do want to bring your attention periodically to the ball placement here. He hasn't forgotten it's there, but he can't see it, so at least I can be more assured that when he looks up to me, it's because he's looking to me and not looking at the ball. See if I hold the ball up here, look at it, it's like a magnet, and that's great, but I want to transition that to look at me here, which we're in the process of doing right now. Come here, here. Yes, good. And so when I get that eye contact, I'll give him the ball. There's another squirrel, stay. I love how he looked at me and stay. I don't know that he's seen the squirrel yet. Easy, here, look at me. Right. George, come here. Stay. Come. He sees that squirrel over there now. Come. Yes. So a little bit better that time. He was not perfect. He was still pulling towards the squirrel, but he was trying to summon the discipline to listen to me, and he ultimately did there, but I think we can still do better. And out here, I'm sure we'll have plenty more opportunities. I need to be able to call him off that squirrel. George, come. No. George, come. Yes. Good man. Very good. Stay. Stay. Yes. Look at me. No. Come here. So George is generally doing better here when he's surprised by people as they came and walked at us at close range and ruined our squirrel shot, but that's okay. We even have black swans out here. And remember guys, fine line between insisting on constant focus and letting your dog experience life. George, no sir, he's getting a little too pulley there. I don't like that. George, come. Yes, good boy. Good boy. Probably gonna refrain from using the ball here, only because it could easily fall off the bridge. George, here, come. Good boy, all right. Not rewarding with the ball that time, again, because I'm worried about it going in the water. And secondly, I still want to randomly reward. I don't want to reward every single time I'm working with him. That's how we eventually phase out rewards like this. But there's the leash pulling. He's really excited up here, so I'm gonna put up with this for a minute. George, come. Yes, much better that time. Good boy. You can see how I'm trying to be tolerant and understanding. This is a brand new exciting place for George, and asking him to behave perfectly while he's still in this early stage of training is not realistic. But occasionally when the pulling gets a little extra intense, I'll stop and ask him for a very brief moment of attention before letting him go back to checking out the environment that he's so interested in. George, come. No, come. Yes. Look at me. Okay, then we'll use the combination of the food reward there and the environment. Sit. We have a dog passing right now, so I'm gonna put him in a stable, sit, stay. Stay. Maybe keep him on a short leash just in case, but he's been pretty good in this situation, I think, but Well, actually, I don't know. He's never been in this situation. Hi. Okay, so right there, he was trying to pull towards the dog. Can I get him back under control here? Let's try a sit. Oh, now we have a hoverboard. Here, sit, stay. Yes. Look at me. Yes. Okay. So I wanted to get out of that jam, but that was that was pretty good. You could see as that dog went by, he was a little too interested, and he's not allowed to do on-leash greetings with other dogs that he meets. I don't like that he wasn't paying attention in that instance, but that's because we have to work on it still. So good job, buddy.
All right, so that was interesting, huh? I mean, I didn't expect him to be a little nervous of the birds at first, but then he did really well. He was kind of distracted. But that squirrel, that was my freakiest moment of the day. How about you?
Yeah, I mean, he's doing really well with his training, but he is far from perfect. The squirrel he charged at, and also when we encountered that dog around the corner, he was being nice. He just wanted to say hi to the dog, but he can't do that.
Right, and especially a dog like George, it's nice for other people's peace of mind who don't know George. It's nice for him to really look very focused and under control when they walk their dogs past him, and that's not exactly what we got today.
Clearly, we've got to give some serious attention to George's manners around other dogs, and I've got some big plans in our next training session, next episode, and spoiler alert, it involves a dog park. He's the kind of dog that if you really just break it down for him and really show him in slow motion how you want him to behave, then he's quite responsive to training, and he learns at a faster rate than most dogs that I work with. So that's made him so far such an interesting dog for this series to work with. What do you do when you get a dog who's raw, who's completely untrained, and who happens to be an inner genius? I mean, it's fun to see how far you can take them.
True. Yeah, he learns faster at most things, except I can think of one that he's struggling with.
What's that?
Let go.
Let go. I mean, I don't even want to talk about let go. Let go, he's like so good with let go, and then he's so bad with let go. And then as I'm like in there in his face saying let go, and I'm like, I'm about to lose my mind, but I'm not. But it's like, come on, I know you know how to do this. And I'm looking into those brown pit bull eyes, chomping on this hard toy like it's bubble gum, like it's nothing. Yeah,
I have to say, I literally can't. I'm squeezing this as hard as I can.
And I'm a man.
He has stronger hands than me. He chews it like it's the softest, squishiest stress ball. Like he just like smushes it in his mouth, like Zach said, like bubble gum. It's insane.
Stay tuned.
Later.
Throughout this series, you've seen George do really awesome at letting go sometimes and be really difficult at other times. It seems like a lot of it is contingent on his current mood, but what you're about to see is one of the most unsuccessful let go training sessions I've ever attempted.
He actually looks like he might pull asleep.
I'm not even kidding, right? Look at that.
He's so happy.
Yeah.
This is the best moment of his life, but he's still holding on really tight, huh? Even while sleeping.
I mean, he's an extreme case. Let's just say that. You know how many people are going to troll me over this? A lot of people. They're going to say, Zach George can't train a dog to let go of a ball.
No, George. They're going to say positive training doesn't work.
But, well, you know, in this case, I guess they would be right because, well, he's not letting go of the ball.
He is going to sleep.
Yes, that is my real intention. Sleep.
He's just blissed out right now, like you can see. So
he's like, it's fine, you can hold it there.
Great, thanks for holding it, because I love this.
I know. I'm going to sleep now.
Oh my gosh. It's adorable, but...
Did you get a good shot of these teeth? He can easily brush his teeth right now, and he would be very still.
Oh my god, those meaty lips. Come on.
Funny.
George is obviously not possessive of toys.
He isn't. He's a very friendly boy. He really is. I mean, he's very intimidating looking, but it's been quite sweet.
He only uses his teeth for good, except when he won't let go of this ball. Look at how much your hand is just getting engulfed by his meaty mouth.
I know. That's true.
What the heck?
Can you let go? Let go. Leave it alone. How long?
6 minutes, 15 seconds.
6 minutes.
What happened though? Ah! Oh my God.
All right, I gave it right back to him because I wanted to let him know I like that. Stay. Something we've been working on. Stay. Leave it alone. Look at me. Stay. So he's very disciplined about earning the ball, so it's very special. Nice. So I'm cutting him some slack on the let go, I guess, because he'll do just about anything for the ball.
Dear YouTube, if this makes it here with this windy sound and vertical video, my bad, because I was doing an Instagram story and here we are 8 minutes later, so.
Yeah.
Yeah. I hope you like it.
George's barking outbursts continue, and so I'll continue to show you what I'm doing about it. George, buddy, relax. Can you be quiet? Oh, good boy. You've wrapped yourself up. Look at you. I love the rollover. Good boy, quiet. Lie down. Yeah, that's definitely a intentional rollover.
Oh yeah.
Seamless, man.
He's good at it. Good boy.
Lie down, roll over. With a barking dog like this, my goal is really just to get their attention on me. Maybe give them something proactive to do. Barking like this often occurs just because the dog is bored or would rather engage with something. Okay, lie down. Keep going. Roll over, yes.
Amazing.
I want to do another one. Give a big thumbs up for George if he did well today. Get a free BarkBox, Super Chewer Box, or both when you sign up for a multi-month plan at barkbox.com/dogtraining and superchewer.com/dogtraining, links below. And if you're working on teaching your dog, you'll definitely like both of my books too. We'll see you in the next episode unless you follow us on Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook. Then we'll see you over there in the meantime. Bye guys.